index notation. Now, I very, very briefly alluded to this when we were talking about different operations under integers. So the first idea I want you to remember is about the 4 normal operations that you've got, okay? Now, 4 operations, what were they? What was the simplest one, James?
Addition.
Addition. What comes along with addition? Subtraction. Really, they're 2 versions of the same thing, okay? And then what were the other ones? Yep. Multiplication, and along with multiplication goes
Division.
Excellent. Okay, so there we are. You got your 4 operations. Okay, but the thing is, they're not really 4 operations, are they? Because as you noticed, they're kind of paired up, right? Subtraction is just addition in the other direction, right? And the same with division, multiplication. But not only that, for example, multiplication, right? It has a relationship to addition. It's not a totally separate thing. Does anyone remember what the relationship is, Morgan?
It's basically like how multiplication is addition plus itself. So like
Okay.
if
Hold on.
If it was
I'm still
like-
listening. I want to let him finish his thought.
If it was say 6 times 4,
Yep.
it would be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4
Okay,
plus 4 plus
alright.
4 plus 4.
4 minus 2.
Okay, all right. I do what you, yeah, all right.
Minus 1.
Ali, were you gonna
Plus
add
the
something onto
negative.
that?
Repeated addition.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we've got the right idea here. Let's write it down to remember, and we'll go with that example. We can say instead of writing 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, I think that's how you said. Okay. This is addition, but it's slow, takes forever, right? So we have a shortcut for addition, which is multiplication. 6 lots of 4, okay? So we said that you can sort of take multiplication as a short way of writing addition, right? When you've got lots of additions to make. Okay? Or index notation, if you remember this, is just the same thing but to the next level, okay? So if I were to multiply these out, 4, I should have actually written this the other way around, sorry. 4 times 6. Okay? Instead of 4 plus 4 plus 4 and so on and so on, if I had 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, hold on. There we go. Okay? I write this in a new way, again, as a shortcut, okay? So the way I would write this is 4 with a little 6 at the top, okay? So we call this a superscript. It's written just above the rest of them. Okay. So the way I would read this, I'll put this in another color, and maybe you want to do it as well, is this is 4 to the power of 6. Okay, now, just introduce a whole bunch of new things. So let's slow down, okay? When you're ready. Thank you. That's okay. 4 to the power of 6. So that's 6 up there, right? Which is just an abbreviation for multiply it by itself 6 times. Okay. We call this, that number there, we call it a power, right? 4 to the power of 6. We also call it an index. That's why it's called index notation. If you want a really super techie word, you can call it an exponent. Okay, an exponent, right? Now, all of these have their own useful things about them. For instance, power is the most common way to talk about it. You'd say 4 to the power of 6, almost, I don't think I've ever heard someone say 4 to the index of 6. That's a bit weird. So that's how we use that, but index is useful as well. The plural of index is the word indices. INDICES. So when you've got a whole bunch of them stringing along, we call them indices, not indexes. Okay? One last thing. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. When we look at the process, we have, ION on the end of all of them. Well, you don't really call it power or index-tion. You call it
Inception.
exponentiation. Whoa, big words. Okay? So, in just the same way that multiplication is a shortcut for addition, exponentiation, or powers, or indices, right? They're a shortcut of multiplication. Okay? So 4 to the power of 6, another way to say it is 4 multiplied by itself 6 times. Oops. Okay, that's what it means.